Hey, good Monday evening. Hey, Denny's on already. I think I just heard his voice on the phone about 2 minutes ago. Hey, Abby says happy Monday. She's happy, so she's one of the lucky dogs and she's always happy. So yeah, Denny gives Sue a call. It was cool today. We were watching a video and what's her name? Lydia. I said it, Lydia.
Simply RV, I think.
Yeah, Simply RV and Lydia. She's done a video about where you can park older campers, and she was driving around. In fact, wait a minute, let me put something up here real quick. You can see if I can get this to come up here. So anyway, she was driving around in this RV park and showing this park she found that she could get older campers to find it. And so here's her channel. She going around there, I go, wow, that looks like a really familiar campground. And wow, that looks like where Denny lives. And got it following around, and pretty soon I could see there's Denny's trailer. There's Denny's camper. And then we got there and she goes, there's a bunch of cats. Denny's got a few cats. It was probably Denny's cats. So that was kind of fun there. We got to see Denny's camper on another channel there, so I thought that was pretty cool. And get back over to here to my live feed there. Thanks everybody. Hey, Rick's here. Hi guys. How you doing, Rick? This evening. I always want to call it morning. Anyway, so Rick's online. Like raining outside. And so anyways, hey, Rick did a really cool recipe with meatloaf with bacon on it. It looked really good. I have done a bacon meatloaf recipe before. Oh, he's good but tired. I bet he's working today. That's probably why you're tired. Work's no fun. So anyways, his recipe, check it out. Go to Rick's channel and check out his bacon covered meatloaf recipe. Oh, it's really cold there. Wow. Guess what? It's really warm here. I was sitting around here and it's been warm all day, and I told Sue, I says, I'm going to turn the AC on right before the chat, because I usually sit around with no shirt on most of the day. I go, well, I'll put a shirt on for the chat. Oh, you're welcome, Rick.
Well,
no problem.
It got warm because it rained and it warmed up. It got steamy after that. Yeah,
the humidity went real high, and I don't know if Denny got any rain over there or not, but yeah, bacon makes everything better. Yeah, it really does. So anyways, I'm going to try a meatloaf on the smoker. I've been wanting to try that. And so, Rick, you got me in the mood now for trying a meatloaf. So, my next one's going to be done on the smoker. I've done it several times with the bacon, but I did it in the oven. The copper pot looks like a cool way to do. Oh, Denny didn't get no rain there, so we got pretty good showers. Several good showers came in today. So. We had quite a bit of rain. It was coming off the. Actually, was it coming off the ocean or no? It was coming from the south up.
Coming up. Yeah.
And gone out to the ocean, and so I had earlier this afternoon. We're going to have the meetup tomorrow with Traveling Robert. He was doing a video from his truck. He was coming up through. He did it on Facebook, and he was in the rain and all that.
So listen to that too. He saw that.
Oh, did you see that too? So yeah, he was trying out his new truck. He had that Chevy Colorado. It has a Wi-Fi built right into it, and so he was doing a stream on Facebook to check it out, and it looked like it was done pretty good. So yeah, I made a comment. See you tomorrow, Robert. So tomorrow will be our meetup over at Daytona Brewery with Traveling with Robert. So that'll be fun. Anybody in this area get a chance to come on over. We're gonna meet about 5 o'clock, from like 5 to 7 or something like that. So yeah, Rick said, laugh out loud, I have the heat on. I was going to take the AC units out of the windows today, but was too tired. It's 44 here, Sue. Oh man, that's chilly. It's well, you know, it's that type of time of year that it's getting cold up north. You know, actually it's warmer. We're actually been having some record heat right now. Supposed to be warm till Friday. We got a cold front coming through. Then it's going to go down to 70. A cold front, huh? So But yeah, the weather's changing all over the north, all over the country, really. On it. Yeah, Santa likes snow. Yeah, we in Florida we don't like Santa, so that's why we don't get no stuff. Sue does, I don't.
Bob's gonna try and be Santa.
I'm gonna let my hair grow out, and I don't know if I'll let my beard, but I'll be a different Santa. I don't think that's happening. So I kind of sound like him and laughing and chuckling, so kind of sound like Santa. Everybody said I look like Colonel Sanders. You know, it's like maybe I could do that. You know, those Colonel Sanders commercials, they keep using all these different stars. Well, maybe they'll do the star Lucky Dog.
That's right, Lucky Dog.
So, who knows? Then he says, went to Denny's for the VA free meal this morning. Yeah, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. A lot of places was giving out free meals to the veterans, which is kind of cool. Years ago, a friend of mine was a veteran, and we and another guy, we went halfway across the state to, I was thinking it was a Denny's, to get a free meal. Of course, we had to pay for it. We weren't veterans, but he was, so it was fun anyhow. So Rick says, my wife Holly wants a Christmas tree, but I don't. But she's the boss. Oh, okay. So she wants a Christmas tree, but you don't. Sounds like me, Rick. I don't care about Christmas trees. It's like Sue likes them. She's got one out in the shed. She wants to go out and get it. She can put it up. You know, we always have this deal about Christmas trees. Sue has got this tinfoil tree, is what I call it. One of those little silver things. It's ugly. I mean, it is ugly as all get out. She loves it.
Very retro.
Very retro. She really loves it. She doesn't even have the color wheel, you know, to make it have some color on it. But she'll want to set that thing. I go, that ugly thing? What do you want to set that ugly thing for? So we battle on. I've never been big on Christmas, so that was we don't fight over it. We just battle about it. So it's a lot of work, you know. You drag all that stuff out, and then you put it all up, and it's up for about a month, and then you have to take it all down and drag it all back.
Be up almost 2 months.
Oh no, no, that's not it.
Be careful what you ask for.
Not that. So Rick says Holly likes live trees, and say hell no. Live trees are better, you know, because they smell better.
Toasted cheese and bacon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rick says try toasted cheese and bacon. Hey, that might be good. I never tried that. Sounds really good, Denny. Toasted cheese and bacon.
Put the bacon in the toasted cheese, Denny?
Let's see, how would you do that? You would put well, you could probably do that and let it
fry your bacon up?
You'd have to fry the bacon up probably, and then, you know, put the cheese on it like you normally would, and put the bacon in the middle. Just have the bacon just little underdone, not, you know, close, but until it melts down. You probably even get it done. Now, when we make our toasted cheese, we found out that if you put mayonnaise instead of butter on your bread, it's really good that way. You know, it just it browns it up real nice. Rick said I've seen a toasted cheese sandwich wrapped in bacon, and that would be good too. You know, so we've got to try that.
Wrapped like he just did his meatloaf?
Yeah, you could do that, just like you know, he did that crisscross pattern, and you could wrap the whole thing. That'd be good. Wrap the whole thing in bacon. And,
seems like almost too much work. Your toast might be soggy.
Well, you might get a little grease. That's true. Bacon's pretty greasy, and that's always a problem. You have to deal with the grease coming off. It says I use Vaseline on my toasted cheese. That's got to be delicious, Rick.
No, you don't.
Vaseline on my toasted cheese. No, he's laughing. Vaseline on my toasted cheese. That's pretty cool. Well, they say you can use it for a lot of things, so you can use it on your toasted cheese. That sounds good. Hey, if you saw this morning we did a video. The skydivers had big jumps, and been watching them and been doing some formation jumps. So I took the camera out and got some pretty decent video. It's hard you had to zoom way in, and so the video is kind of shaky there because you're on a zoom, and but it got close to that, and it made a pretty cool video. So I put a video up this morning. I kind of use it for my opening and that, but they were from Qatar. Let's Let's just stick that up there. Qatar is a Middle East country, and it's like, it is right, if you can see my pointer, it's right there. I'll zoom in a little bit on it. There's Qatar, and that's where they were from, because all their parachutes said Qatar on it. And so it was kind of interesting watching the skydivers come out, you know. So anyways, oh, Denny says lay the bacon across the cheese. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Lay the bacon right across the cheese. Oh, well, I'm gonna try that. Rick said I tried Dustin, but it was gross. Oh, there's Larry. Hey, Larry got back home. Larry was, it's probably pretty cold, but he was talking earlier as he got closer to home. He has this Wi-Fi temperature controller for his thermostat, and he turned the heat up. So when he got home, it was going to be nice and warm. So I'm glad to see Larry make it safely back home up in Wisconsin. So he's had quite a trip, you know. Rick says, sounds cool, Bob. Yeah, Larry and Bev was on quite an excursion. Cassie's, I'm going to have to pass her over. One of the lucky dogs, here she is. She's sitting right here. I'll give her a couple minutes to sit with us. She was on the chair, and she thought she had to get across on it. So Denny says, do the bacon in the microwave first, you know. Larry said, temperature shock getting back. That's what I was thinking, you guys, Larry. It's like, my gosh, that's got to be a shock coming from, I mean, today we were like 86. I mean, it was warm today. And that crew up there, and on your cold snow, I saw snow on your last night out there, and it's like, that's got to be quite a shock on it. So, and Larry says, I turned up the heat when we reached Chicago, and so when time he got home, house is nice and warm and ready to go in there. So, oh, Rick says, yeah, seen you and your wife in the video, Larry. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. We had quite a few people watch the video when we did the little meetup video on it. He ended up doing 7,100 miles total for his trip. So, he told me he was going to probably hit just about 7,000 miles on this trip. So, made a little bit over. So, ouch, yeah. That's a lot of miles to drive, I tell you. Beating down the road there. Sue said, that's, Bob said, Rick practicing to invade us. Oh yeah,
Larry said.
Rick said, yeah, that's what I said. The Qatar, they're going to invade us by skydiving into us, the Middle Eastern countries. So who knows?
He never watched the movie, but did anybody remember watching Red Dawn? The parachutists came in Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, Rick says, Bob, how far are we apart? About 800 miles. Yeah, I'm going to say about 800 miles.
What was it?
Ohio is just about 1,000 up to middle North Ohio.
So somewhere, depends on where you're at.
Yeah, we're somewhere between, I'm going to say 800 to 900 miles apart. So, then he says, dries out the bacon, no grease. That's it. So the microwave, it'll dry out the bacon, and then that way you don't have no grease. So that would be the way to do it. Do your bacon up first, and then lay the bacon over the cheese, and make your grilled cheeses regular. And I got to try that. That really sounds good. So Larry said, time to plan the next trip. So get home from one, time to go out on another one. That's the way to do it. Keep it moving. So might be. And I said, you've made some pretty cool trips. He's done 2 trips, but both of them have been long trips, both in the 7,000 mile range. So he's using that Roadtrek to its fullest. Rick says, yes, seen both movies, Sue. Okay. So,
Not seen the remake. I saw the original.
Yes, yeah, I didn't see either one of those, so. But interesting. Yeah, so today was an interesting morning out, filming skydivers and watching them come down. And
Fish has blue lipstick on the TV.
Who's got blue? Oh, the fish does.
She looks like
I was looking down here at the chats and I wasn't paying attention.
Wait, you can see it.
I think it's there. I can see it. I believe that's a triggerfish. I think it might not be.
It looked like he had blue lipstick.
Well, some of those fish do that way. Our parrotfish look like they're kissing all the time. They got their lips are hanging out.
They're lip lock.
They're lip lock. Well, they'll do that. The 2 fish will come together and lip lock and go in circles. They're cool fish to watch. And then Oscar the Grouch, he's down there. I don't know if you can see him in the background or not. There comes Oscar. He's there in the center there in the big tank. I call him Oscar the Grouse, and that's Penn and Teller, the two sharks there. But Oscar was a food hound. He just scarfs down food like no stop, like he's starving to death, you know. So we have fun with the fish. Rick says, Sue, have you seen the first Dawn of the Dead? The mall in the movie was here in Pennsylvania. That's cool.
I have not seen it.
That's cool. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. It's the Sanford Museum, and in that, I didn't really show it in that video, but in that town was where My Girl was shot. You can see different areas where Dan Aykroyd was sitting with the one lady having lunch one time. It's a little restaurant called the Breezeway, and you'll see different scenes in that in the movie there. But I got that video will be coming out tomorrow morning. A little bit of it's a short little video from a museum in Sanford on it. So Jeff not on here tonight. No, I haven't seen Jeff on yet. I haven't seen Scott from Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. He's figured he'd maybe stop in. Maybe they will yet. It's early on it. Rick says my tinfoil barbs are pigs. Yeah, tinfoils will eat a lot. I'm gonna pass Cassie
I was just gonna say you
on the soup
I got her.
because sometimes I can't move. She's in our lap just 24/7, you know. So
She's like a little baby.
she's like a little baby. She is a little baby.
She's a baby.
You know. Sue said no, I haven't seen Dawn of the Dead movies. So Rick says I cut my own hair tonight. You'll get to see it in a future video. Oh, cool. I usually cut my own. I have a pair of just electric clippers, and I put a guard on it, and I just go through whatever comes off. That's what comes off. And but here recently, I go, I think I'm gonna let it grow for a while. Back in my young days, I had hair cut down to my shoulder, and I thought, you know, just for the heck of it, I think I'll just let my hair grow for a while until I can't stand
Do you
it.
have your old picture? It's too
Oh,
hard.
I have it. I'd have to dig it. I don't have it, but
I'll
I'll have to show that sometime. Skinny and hair to my shoulders. Yeah, I think I'll get my second childhood, grow my hair long again, and start smoking dope. Well, I guess. Well, I didn't smoke dope when I was younger, but I would now if I could get it and it'd be legal. But it's coming. It's going to be legal before long. Yeah, that's it. Rick said that's what I use. Hippie Bob. Yeah, a lot of people called me a hippie, you know, and a lot of people says, I can't believe you didn't take drugs and stuff. And I never did, you know. Now I've gotten older. Just for the pain, I want to get some of that marijuana. So at least maybe get rid of the pain. So they're legal. Michigan legalized it, you know. Rick's there. Yeah, Denny said my hair was long too.
Yes,
you know,
it was.
in our generation, a lot of us had really long hair. That was just the thing. Everybody had long hair. I look at everybody today. Everybody's got tattoos, like 30s, 40s, maybe, you know, 20s. Everybody got tattoos. They got nose rings, and they got lip rings, and they got. I don't get it. I don't know. I was telling Sue earlier. I would like to see the statistics of how many, at what ages, and what percentages have tattoos and piercings all over them, because it's pretty much normal. And to me, it's not normal, but. Everybody has it nowadays, you know. I just don't get it. Rick said I had long hair in the 70s, and Sue still has long hair. Sue, are you a hippie? Sue is a hippie.
I am very hippie.
Yeah.
I am hippie. I'm not a hippie.
Oh look, hey, Beverly's on. We got Larry and Beverly on. So, hi Bev. Oh, it's good to see Bev come aboard on it. So we got both of them, Larry and Bev. So. Yeah, we had a great time when they were down. Had a nice visit. We went out and had some gator tail out by the river. That was fun, and we just had a nice time visiting there. So hopefully they'll get their way back down through Florida again. Would be a nice again visit. Some of the other ones said that they're. Actually, I think John said he might be coming down this way. You know. Rick says hi, Bev. Seen you, Larry, in the video, yeah. Larry says Bev is on here on the phone. I'm on the computer.
You guys
so
are connected.
that's all right. That's the way you should be. You know, hang with Larry. Larry's a whole lot like me. Whenever Bev has a little issue with her phone, and I'm sure her computer, she hands it to Larry, and that's just the way Sue does. She'll have a little issue and phone not doing this, I could give it here. You know, and so we were sitting here trying to stream to our television, and Larry took her phone, he messed around. Soon he had it working, it was streaming away. So that's just the way I am, you know. Yeah, Larry said on her phone even, so that's cool. So it's yeah, I've always.
Yeah, I had my phone to Bob. I did it earlier today, didn't I?
Yes, earlier today you had a problem, and
My Facebook went out, didn't it?
yeah, her Facebook, and I was just quizzing her, trying to figure out what's going on. Mine seemed like it was up. Then I got to look, and it's like, for some reason the internet popped off, and so I reset the internet, and it came back up, and everything was good again. Everybody was happy, but yeah, we've had a couple little issues today with the internet. It seemed like the once the Facebook wasn't working, then it seemed like YouTube wasn't working. Right before this chat, probably about 30 minutes before this chat, it seemed like all the streams was gone slow. And we have really high-speed internet here, so you know, usually things work pretty fast here, but it was slowing down. But so far in the stream, I look at the statistics on here, and it says everything's good. I have a good stream going, but a lot of times it'll get low here, and it'll say low, but on the playback it seems like it's fine. So what you pay for the price of the internet, it should have a good stream.
It better.
They're always our we have Spectrum as our internet provider, and they're all yeah, they called today, and it was always wanting you to take their television. I don't have any of their television service, I just have internet. That's all we got.
Must be their cable.
Oh, then he says it messes up over there too. He has his Rick says, Bob, is that a Bila shark in with the Oscar the Grouch? Actually, that's a iridescent shark. I have two iridescent sharks, and they were one of the first ones when I got my aquarium set back up again that I got was the two iridescent sharks. They were in another tank with my Pacu, and Pacu was eating at them, and he had their tails ate up bad. I didn't even think they would make it. Well, they've done good. Their tails grow back. Paco got a new home, and so everybody's happy now. So Larry says we have Spectrum here, but pay only for the 5 gigabyte speed. Yeah, see, we pay for the 200 gigabytes. In fact, sometimes we get like 215 to 230. So, but we pay for a 200 lightning speed, and it makes a difference when I upload a video. It just takes not very long, you know, maybe 15 minutes. I listen to some of the other YouTubers that'll take hours and hours for them to upload like a 20-minute video. And I said I can upload a 20-minute video in about 15 to 20 minutes. You know, it goes pretty fast on it. So he says, Denny, did Facebook mess up for you today too?
Well, he said it's messing up.
Yeah.
It's messing up here too.
Well, it does. You know, internet, no matter what you have glitches all the time. And you just got to deal with it. Sometimes restart things, start your modems over, and just the way computers work. They're still not perfect. They're better than they ever used to be. Back in the old, actually, Larry was talking about the Commodore 64 days. We both had one of those. So that's the old days. Rick says I have a Pentadata and pay through the nose. My kids use a lot of bandwidth. Yeah, kids will play games and use up.
Data?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
I'm not sure. Pentadata? Data?
Is that like
Pentadata.
Is that like a gazillion?
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Is it Pentadata? I can't say it right. So, but if you pay if you don't have all access, ours is like Pentadata. Okay. Well, is that a do you pay so much per gigabyte, or is it an unlimited thing, or how does that work? Ours is unlimited, you know.
Is that like 500? I bet that's 500.
Mm-hmm.
Pent is 500. Penta is 500.
Oh, is that 500?
Gigabytes or something?
Then Larry says right now we are streaming Hulu and have 2 Wi-Fi connections for the phone and computer with no issues. Yeah, we got Hulu too. We've been using Hulu. We actually right now we're doing Hulu and Netflix. I don't like. You get that free month, and the idea is let's do it for a month and then we'll get rid of it. But we like in Hulu. I find a lot of stuff we can watch on Hulu. Netflix, hardly anything for me. You know, it depends on your preference and shows and that. But I don't find much I like on Netflix. But Hulu, I find a lot of different shows we've been watching on, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if we'll keep it or not, you know. Then he says Chad said his is real bad in South Carolina, so he gets real bad service up there. I said my Wi-Fi thermostat and security cameras also connected. Yeah, we have 8 cameras hooked up through the internet. Actually, I got 8 there. I've got one to a fish tank hooked up a camera. I've got a what we call that, Alfred, on an old phone.
Oh, yeah.
Out the one back window. So you don't, not much gets past us. We have cameras everywhere because it's fun, you know. So
What did the one guy say when he came out to hook it up? Why all the cameras?
Yeah, the internet guy, he came out, put a new mode, and he goes, "What's with all the cameras?" And I go, "Security." Why, is this a bad area? I go, "No, not really. I've never had any problems, but it's like, it's just fun to watch around the neighborhood and see what's going on." It's
see all the
just
stray cats.
We watch the cats. That's the main thing. We watch all these cats.
Well, Larry and Bev were out there as a possum came.
Yeah. When Larry and Bev was staying out here in the driveway, Sue had been feeding these stray cats, and we had a possum. Well, it was in the back here, and then we was watching the thing. He went out right by Larry and Bev's camper, and there he was. And Sue message goes, "You might not go outside right now. There's a possum right outside. They won't hurt you." So that was funny. Larry said, "Do we downloaded and watch many movies on Netflix while on the road?" Yeah, and you can do that. That's the advantage of Netflix. Any
Download. That's what I'm doing
movies and shows. Sue does that a lot. And like if we take the camper out to the flying field or something, whether she gets pretty good reception out there even with her phone as far as internet, but she can still download movies and watch them while she's out. And Bev said we use Netflix when we travel and we download movies on our laptop. Yeah, that's just a great way to do it. And Rick said I like the movies on Terrarium. I had Terrarium, but it went down, and they say that Terrarium is back up again. So I gotta check that out and see if I can get Terrarium back out. I just haven't monkeyed with it, so I need to do that. Rick said, "Bob, do you see many gators or snakes down there?" Yeah, we see snakes.
Lots of snakes.
Well, really not lots of snakes. We see snakes regularly.
In the yard, some. We saw one at the zoo.
At the zoo, that was funny. One of the zoo workers walking, and she jumped back, and there was a black snake gone across the path. It wasn't part of the zoo, but there it goes. So she didn't even like that. But then gators, I'll see them out here by the river. We'll see them out by the Lake Woodruff at the wildlife area.
Zero for me.
Sue has never seen one, but she don't wander quite as far out because it's hard for her to walk out in the wild like that. But I always about see them when I go out to the wildlife area and that. I'm always seeing. I have a video up with a gator in it that I did out there.
Lake Woodruff, check it out.
Yeah, Lake Woodruff, check out that if you want to see my gators. So, yeah, Rick says, "Yuck, I hate snakes. Gators don't bother me. I don't want one eating at me, but gators don't really bother me."
You hate snakes.
I hate snakes. With a passion, I hate snakes. That's what Rick says. He hates snakes. Sue says she hates snakes. Everybody hates snakes. You know, so, well, anyways, that's, yeah, but there's a lot of wildlife out here. You don't see gators just everywhere. And Denny said he's got a few gators over there. They're around. Oh, there's Traveling Robert. How you doing? I quite see a few bugs out in my camper window right now. Oh, Robert, did you camp over at the, what was it, the Tomoka Park over there, State Park? I think that was his idea on it. Robert came up this morning and hit some pretty good rain. It's been raining here off and on. Tomorrow looks better, so, but I think the bugs out there by Tomoka, that sits in that wildlife area out there. It's kind of swampy and that, so I can imagine there's quite a few bugs right out there at Tomoka. We have never camped there. I always thought about maybe taking the camper over there and spend a weekend or a couple nights over there sometime. So Rick said, yeah, I like cooking and fish tanks. That's the thing. So any guys, I said, most of you guys aren't local, but we're going to be meeting up with Robert tomorrow over here at Daytona Brewery. And so anybody that's watching in this area is like in the Daytona area, meet up with Robert. We're going to have, I know Robert's going to have an IPA. I'll probably get a porter. They have a good porter just put on tap at Daytona Brewery that I'm planning on. Robert says there was a small creek going in my campsite this afternoon. You know, it rained pretty good here. That a couple times we had really quick showers coming down here. The end of our driveway will get a big bunch of water at the end of it, and that area where Robert's camping is pretty low. I mean, that's just, there's water everywhere. I one time was just down the road, not in the campground there, where Robert's staying, and I was flying my drone, and one of the rangers came by and hollered at me. He says, "Hey, don't be flying that drone over our campground." I go, "No, I was just going over the marsh. Don't, you know, we'll be good." So
explain the loop to Robert, right where he's at.
Yeah, Robert's actually on the Ormond Loop. The Ormond Loop starts down, basically comes off of, well, I can't even name the road there that's on there, that comes around off of 40, that you go back to
the Old Dixie.
Yeah, I think it's Old Dixie.
Well, where he's at.
Yeah, right where you're at. Right. Actually, where he's at's part of the loop. From where you at, you go down there, all the way down until you get, is that High Bridge that you'd make a right?
No, you turn right onto Robert, wait a minute. Gosh.
Trying to get our road straight. When you live somewhere,
Boardman,
you can't think
Walter Boardman.
Walter Boardman.
Turn right onto Walter Boardman.
And then you follow that all the way down, and it eventually turns into High Bridge.
Turn right onto High Bridge.
And then it comes right out to the ocean there. And but they call that the Ormond Loop, and all the bikers love it. That's the big ride during Biketoberfest and Bike Week. The Ormond Loop, we ride that all the time. It's just a pretty scene, very narrow road. It's a real narrow road, but beautiful scenery out through there. I've seen manatees out there in the water and that. A lot of birds and wildlife. And then there's actually a place at the end of it, if you kind of make a left right by the beach there and park, and I took my drone up there the last thing and take some nice videos out over the ocean from there. On it. Larry said it sounds like the loop Bev and I were on last week. Well, was that down here, Larry, when you were down here in...
did they drive up by that way?
I was thinking they might have drove up by the loop, probably after they got back from Fort Wilderness there at the campground. But we always take everybody on the loop when they're around on it. So Rick says, Bob and Sue, I really like your live chats. I told Holly today I have to get my housework done and shower so I don't miss it. Hey, we love everybody coming on our live chats. You know, it's great. It's I have a lot of fun with them. You know, they're just a good way to converse. All the well, you guys, the live chat wouldn't be nothing. You know, they make it. Check out Robert's live chat every Friday night. We get in there and he has a great chat. He gets about 250. I think it's getting close to 300. So it's cool. Oh, Rob said I'm going to check it out in the morning. So yeah, check out the loop. That's a really good. He's going down to Lighthouse. Lighthouse
is a good way to get out there.
Yeah, and then you can go all the way down the coast, go cur down to the lighthouse, and climb to the top. It's really cool up to the top on it. Larry says, sounds familiar to me. So yeah, I think that's about where Larry was. He came all the way up the coast. He went up by just above St. Augustine and met an Army buddy up there. That was like last week, you know, so he had a cool meeting. I think he hadn't seen him like 40 years. I think that's what he said. So that's cool. Denny says, that where we went on bike? Yeah, Denny rode that with us. We took a ride right around the Ormond Loop. It's one of the fun places to go. And another place, Robert, if you get a chance, and I love this area down, you have to go down to Oak Hill. There's a place called the Seminole Indian Rest down in Oak Hill, and it's a really beautiful spot. There's like 2 houses there, and it runs right along I think that's the Mosquito Lagoon right there. And it's just a gorgeous spot to take some videos and stuff there, but we always love to go down to the Seminole Indian Rest, and it's down by Oak Hill. Just you'll see a sign off of 1, and it'll take you back there. That's a cool place to visit. Cooking with Rick, he said, no problem. Really cool show, you guys. Oh, thanks, Rick. I appreciate that. Rick also says, Bob, I see your shirt. Bikes want to send me one. What's his name? Oh, that's Scott.
Oh, it's Scott from Bikes.
Yeah, I put a link to Scott's page. He sent me the shirts and he asked me if I would wear them to some of my chats. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I think I'll wear it tomorrow night. So, but yeah, Bikes bikes, boats, and bivouacs. And I said there's a link here in my comments there. And he sent me the shirt, and I go, he said, just actually wear it. And I sure, glad to wear it, you know, no problem. Sport us, we'll sport you. That's the way it works, you know. Ulrich says, let's see. So yeah, Scott's his name. So Sue says, go north out of the campgrounds on Old Dixie, turn right onto Walter Balderman, then right onto High Bridge. It runs like a canal over the drawbridge, comes right out on 1A way, and that's the ocean. Larry said, I just checked out Google Maps, and yes, we were on the Ormond Loop, yeah, on 1A way up to St. Augustine on our way to Neptune Beach. So yeah, that's a cool ride. Everybody in that area, that's just a ride you shouldn't miss, to go up through that loop there. Just a beautiful trees all over the road there, just like a canopy on it. It's just a gorgeous ride up through there. Rick says, I told him I would wear it in my videos. Cool. Yeah, that's neat. He sent us one there. He also sent us some stickers here too. We've got these are some of his stickers he sent along there. I get lost. I look away, then I don't know where I got off at, you know. Sue says, very cool, Larry, and it's a beautiful drive. And yeah, thanks, Rick. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's like these chats have grown. I remember we first started these chats. I don't know when it was. Probably last.
Almost a year ago.
Almost a year ago, and I'd get on here and nobody would show up, you know. And then I'd get a few shown. Larry was one of the first regulars in our chat, and then they've continued to grow, and it's really, really cool, you know. Robert says, Sue, thank you for looking forward to meeting you guys. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting up with Robert. It's good. I just watched Robert put up his complete Maine trip, and he had a 4-hour video. I watched the whole thing on Sunday. We put it on and watched it for 4 hours, so that was a cool video, the whole trip. Robert says, I'm off to edit some videos. See you tomorrow. Okay, Robert, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow at the meetup, so looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. So, yeah, that was a cool video.
Bye, Robert. Bye.
That trip up north had been one of Robert's more trying videos. Wow. That was really, with the breakdowns of old Kia, and Kia died, or like it was murdered. So, but yeah, that was pretty interesting video. So it was good. If you didn't watch it, watch Robert's video. It's cool. So Rick says, no problem. Sue looked like Sally Fidd's new movie, Smokey and the Colonel Sanders. That's it. We're gonna be filming our new movie, Smokey and Colonel Sanders.
Smoking with Colonel Sanders.
Smoking with Colonel Sanders. So that's pretty cool. See, that's what makes these videos fun. It's just like when we had our ding-dongs. That got a tradition started of ding-dongs on this channel. It's like, so I don't know how that even started. You know,
I remember. Tammy said
that was Tammy.
Tammy started. She was disappointed that the ding-dongs were downsized.
Oh, that's it.
You want to downsize your ding-dongs.
You know, that's how Sammy started that, to downsize your ding-dong. So ever since then, every time we get groceries, Sue gets some ding-dongs. So.
You don't want your ding-dongs downsized.
Yeah, don't want to downsize your ding-dong. Oh, well. So Thanksgiving is coming up a week from this coming Thursday. And so what is everybody doing Thanksgiving? This year we already bought a ham, and instead of done turkey, we decided to do a ham this year. And so what I'm going to do is I always just buy a smoked ham, and they're never smoked enough. So what I'm going to do, I'll put it in the smoker for 4 to 5 hours and smoke that ham up really good. I did that last year I don't know if it was for a holiday or what, but it makes the ham really nice and smoky. So we're going to go off tradition. Most people do a turkey, and last year I braised the turkey, put it in the salt water.
Yeah.
Is that called braised? Is that called
brine?
I brined the turkey, and so that made a difference. I tell you what, never done that before, and I'll always brine a turkey. That was just night and day difference in the turkey. Yeah, smoking with Colonel Sanders. Yeah. Colonel Sanders is going to smoke a turkey instead of chicken. So Rick says, turkey, I got a free one last Christmas from work. That's cool. Put them in the freezer, get them out this year, and you got a turkey to go.
Where do you work, Rick?
I think Rick had said once what he did, but what do you do, Rick? Larry says, Bev and I always go to relatives' home for Thanksgiving Day. Well, you know,
that's the best.
That's the best way. You know, you can take a pie with you and let them do the rest of the cooking. So we used to go to some friends in town here and go to their house for Thanksgiving, but basically the problem, they were all a lot of smokers, and at the end of the day I was just kind of miserable with the smoking, and so that just kind of, they did it kind of an outside thing, and food was always great and everything, the company was good, but the smoke was not so good, so we kind of not go to that one anymore. It's just, you can only take so much smoke. Rich says, Reinhardt Food Service. Oh, I'm a forklift. Yeah, that's right. He told us.
Right, forklift, yeah.
Yeah, he told us he's a forklift operator.
That's right, like Ron.
Yeah, I forget so easy. Old age does that to you, you know. So, but yeah, we're going to have ham, and probably Christmas time, we'll probably do a turkey at Christmas time. Wasn't Denny over here one time for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving? Yeah.
Hey, Denny. Yeah, Denny,
ago,
wasn't you over here for that Thanksgiving one year?
Yeah, because I think Phyllis was up in.
Yeah.
Up in Michigan.
And a stripper on the weekends, so Rick's a stripper on the weekends.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, he has videos.
So Denny, if you're still on, if you're there by yourself on Thanksgiving, come on over.
Well, you can Phil come over. Everybody come over.
Well, obviously Phyllis is welcome too,
Yeah.
of course. But I think she'll be in Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Denny, you're welcome to stop on over. We're having ham, but you're welcome to come over for some ham. Denny said they had smoked turkey Wednesday at the VA mill. Cool. Real good. So it's always better even when someone cooks it for you, you know. But although I like to cook, I do enjoy cooking, you know. But it does tire you out if you're cooking a whole meal. What was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, 2 years ago Denny was over. So. Oh, Rick says I get paid to put my clothes on. That's more like what I would get. They would throw me money to put clothes back on. You know? Yeah. So Sue says, "Come over, Denny. You guys are welcome. Come by." Yeah, it's like yesterday I made a roast beef, and is that what you call it, roast beef? That's roast.
Yeah.
I did it in a crock pot, beef roast, and made up noodles and made up some real mashed potatoes. A lot of times I cheat. I'll make instant mashed potatoes, and they're not bad, but the real ones really are better. But it's a lot of work to make mashed potatoes. You know, you gotta slice or peel them. I sometimes I don't peel them, but lately I've been peeling them and then dice them all up, boiling them down, dig the mixer out and put them in there and put them up. But they are better on it. And we have a, what is that mixer? KitchenAid mixer. Oh, Denny said so far as Phyllis is there. You're still welcome. Come on over, Denny. You know. Anyway, so the KitchenAid mixer is so heavy, and the time when we have to pull it out, you know, and it's like, wish I had a little hand mixer to do it. So Rick says, Bob, if I build a raft, I could be there by the time. Well, go on, get your raft going, pedal on down. You know, you could take the intercoastal
I need a
or
sled for part of it there.
Yeah, the way it's looking. I seen Pennsylvania up at Erie. There was a live feed. Was it yesterday? And it was just snowing to beat the band up there.
Is he on the east side or the west side of PA?
I don't know. Where are you from Erie, Rick? Are you?
What part of PA?
Yeah, what part of PA are you at?
Beaver something, Cedar Beaver something, I think.
No, I wasn't that. Larry was from Beaver Creek. Is that what? Larry told us where he
is over by Philadelphia.
Okay. He's in Central PA.
Scott is from.
Oh, Scott
Beaver.
was from.
Scott's here from Beaver.
Okay. Oh, yes, you use red
Central
skin potatoes, nothing peel. Yeah, you know, and I do like red skin potatoes, and that's really a good idea.
Right,
just
right.
use them and just slice them up, you know. Yeah, Denny says put a bigger motor on it, Rick. Yeah, near Harrisburg. Okay. Okay. Did you guys get any snow the other day? I think that was yesterday. They were showing that because that's lake effect snow that comes off of Lake Erie, and man, they'll just dump snow up there. It's crazy. You know, yeah, that's a good idea. Put a big motor on it, you know. No snow yet. Okay, good. I'm glad. Unless you want it, you know. If you want it, I wish you snow. If you don't, I hope you don't get any snow. So, no snow yet. So we're supposed to have a cool down. I think it's supposed to. I don't remember what the lows was. The high's supposed to be like lows, like 70. You know, on Friday, I believe we're supposed to have a little cool down. Which, if it's a day or so, I don't mind it. I don't know. I know 70's not cold. So for us wimpy Floridians, it is cold. Yeah, it seems like Thanksgiving came around pretty fast this year. It seemed like I just was making stuff for last year. These years slipped by so quick, where did they go?
What's if it's October?
October, yeah. Things just kind of goes downhill, you know. My sister just hates, she's in Ohio, and she just hates the snow, and she'll come and start cussing, and it's snowing, isn't it? Yeah, she just hates it. I keep telling her she needs to come down here. I think she would. She has a cat that doesn't travel very well, and so that's the only thing I think keeps her from coming down here, you know. Denny says 8 inches east of Cleveland yesterday. Yeah, look at that. So 8 inches. They always got it just east of Cleveland. They got the lake effect. The last place I lived in Ohio was Seville, Ohio, just south of Medina, Ohio, which was just outside the snow belt, and I would always get, you know, a ton of snow, and you go a few miles down the road, there's hardly any, you know. So Rick says, "Oh my God, YouTube told me sending too many messages, take a break."
You know, I've seen that message before.
Oh, really?
Remember
From
I
YouTube?
had that once?
From
Yeah.
YouTube, sending too many messages. Really? I've had Facebook do that to me. You know, telling me I was sending and hold me off. In fact, I don't think they shut me down for a week one time. Wouldn't let me do nothing because I was sending too much stuff out on it. You know, I was sharing videos on different sites, and they didn't like that. Sending too many of them, so I was just trying to promote things. You know. Then he said, "Wish I had 8 inches." Yeah, don't we all? But so, anyways, the snow is starting to accumulate in different areas. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Worcester, Ohio?
The current temperature in Worcester is 34.
It's 34 in Worcester. So what's the temperature in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska?
The temperature in Prudhoe Bay right now is 8 degrees.
8 degrees. So how do you like those? Prudhoe Bay, I watched Ice Road Truckers a lot, and they always went up to Prudhoe Bay. And Rick said we had frost. Well, my brother said he had frost in Myrtle Beach. That's hard to believe. They left Thursday. They were down here for about 4 or 5 days, and we went around and we did the zoo, and we went down to the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse, and I forget what all we did do. Oh, we had a seafood cookout. That was fun. But he said he had frost up there in Myrtle Beach, which you wouldn't think it'd be that cold that far down, but that's South Carolina. That's really kind of cold. Bob asked what the weather was in Sunbury. Okay, Google, what's the weather in Sunbury, Pennsylvania?
Right now in Sunbury it's 43 and cloudy. Tonight it's predicted to be 39 with rain.
39 with rain, so it's that's above freezing, you know. Larry says Bev and I used to watch Ice Road Truckers when we had cable TV. Well, I still get it on is it Hulu? Hulu has it. I can still get the Ice Road. No, do they have the Ice Road Truckers?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they do. That was on when I was using Cody. I was getting the Ice Road Truckers, and the other one,
Roku?
not Roku, but
Terrarium?
Terrarium had Ice Roads on it. So Rick says I'll have to wear socks to bed tonight. So I don't even have socks on right now. I'm barefooted, and actually I'm hot right now. We got the air conditioner running. Yeah, Cody used to watch Ice Road Truckers, you know. There's another one, an African one or something, that a couple of little trucker shows. I've watched some of those. Watch Alaskan Bush People. That's one I like to watch a lot. And there's another one, The Last Alaskans, where there's an area up in Alaska that...
It's kind of a depressing show.
Well, it's kind of, but... It's
slow, and they talk low, and it's just That's how it moves.
Yeah, it is a slow-paced show, but yet
It shows the loneliness of it, I guess.
it is lonely where they're at, you know. Oh yeah, Sue said that was sad when Daryl from Nice Road Truckers, he got killed in an airplane crash. That was sad. Rick said, I have socks on and underwear both clean. Well, I had to take my socks off because they were dirty. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's like, well, half the time I don't wear socks. I mean, it gets hot. Or underwear. Is that what he's going? Sue's laughing. I don't know. See, half time I don't wear underwear, huh? I don't know what she's laughing at. She gets laughing so hard that you don't even have a clue what she's laughing at. So she just.
I meant a shirt. Half the time you don't wear a shirt. You're so.
Well, I don't wear a shirt a lot of times, you know.
You wear underwear.
I do wear underwear most of the time.
Half the time they're sliding off.
Well, you commando, see? That's what you do. You go commando, you know. Freedom, you know. They free, you know, Robert says he's free in his RV. And so, free in my DVDs.
Free in your shorts.
Free in my shorts.
Free in your Dockers.
Oh, well.
Chat just went off the rails.
No, I had to drink. I'm drinking V8 juice again tonight, so no, I don't have no vodka. And Rick says, "Peace, brother." Yeah, yeah. Sometimes the chat gets fun, you know. That's always fun, really. Free balling. There you go. That's Denny's got it. Free balling. That's what it's called. Free balling, you know. Sue said the chat just went off the rails. It tends to do that, probably in the last part of the hour, you know. Oh, Rick said, I love V8, but it goes right through him. So I've used, I'll sometimes make this for like when you're doing...
It's better when you're not wearing underwear.
Say what?
If it goes right through you, it's better you're not wearing underwear.
Yes, it is better. Anyways, I'll use V8 in like if you make stuffed peppers for the juice in the peppers, because already the spicy has the spice in it already. You're gonna make it up with the rice mixture and the hamburger and that, and poo-poo. There you go. Somebody had a poo-poo platter. Somebody used to talk about that on TV.
Poo-poo platter.
A poo-poo platter. Is it foo-foo?
No, it's poo-poo.
It's poo-poo platter.
We
That's
used to
Chinese?
order at the Chinese restaurant. Poo-poo is appetizer, I think, in Chinese. And we'd go in and order the appetizer platter for our kids. So we'd say, poo-poo for two.
Poo-poo for two. There you go. Poo-poo. What's in a poo-poo platter? I don't know if I want to ask.
Well, I think there's egg rolls. I think there's teriyaki beef on a stick. There's pork, barbecued pork, and wontons. I think that's about it. I think that's because it's like American food and appetizer type thing. But anyway, it's not real Chinesey that the kids wouldn't eat because they didn't like Chinese food.
Okay.
Food for two.
So Rick said I made pressure cooker hamburgers and vegetable soup this weekend for my 17-year-old son Zach. Loved the soup. On a cold day, I tell you what, you can't beat soup. You know. Then he said, "There goes Rick's 8 inches." Rat Fink says, "Rat, welcome, Rat Fink. How you doing? Good to see you come on." Rick's laughing. Turtle, rat and turtle. So I'm not sure what that means, but welcome aboard, Rat Fink. Glad to see you come on. Where about you from? We get them from we haven't had any international. UK hasn't been on tonight, and Sophie from Australia. Good brother.
Good.
I'm glad you're doing good, Rat Fink. Poo-poo for two is what the kids ordered at a Chinese restaurant. It was an appetizer, really. Well, I've always heard that, a poo-poo platter, you know. That's interesting. Oh, Daytona Beach. So you're Rat Fink. Remember Rat Fink had this car, this guy looked kind of like a monster, and he does the shifter up there, you know, and the Rat Fink. That's pretty cool. So, hey, Rat Fink, welcome aboard.
Invite him to the thing tomorrow.
Yeah, your local Rat Fink. We're having a meetup with Traveling with Robert tomorrow at Daytona Brewery off of Fentress there. So stop in and meet up with us between 5 and probably 5 and 7, somewhere around there. We'll have a meetup there with Robert. So Big Daddy,
I think there's about 10, at least 10 of us going to be there tomorrow at Daytona Brewery.
Sounds like about 10 there. We'll see what shows up, but cool. But yeah, Rat Fink, you get a chance to stop over and see us. Yeah, Big Daddy, yeah, I remember that. One time, I have that graphic here somewhere because I always thought it was so cool, Rat Fink, you know, and had the race car, the big tires on it, you know, and it's like, that was so cool. Rick says one time this girl said, give me 8 inches, and I made it hurt. Okay, Rick. I fussed her in the face. So anyways, but yeah, we should have a pretty good turnout there at the meetup tomorrow. So we're coming about 55 minutes. That's about the time my voice starts.
Yeah. So hope you can make it there tomorrow for that route thing.
In fact, I need to check out. I'm always been through. There's Rat Fink. I'll hit you.
So do you know where that's at?
I don't know. Right across from the. Sorry, Bob, for being pervert. That's alright, Rick. You just caught me off guard. Yeah, it's right across from the Speedway. Right by the Checkers, right beside the Checkers restaurant. Go down that. We're saying for about a mile.
1 mile.
Yeah, no problem, Rick. We get a laugh. So anyways, we're gonna meet up. I think we're gonna go ahead and.
So what do you do, Rat Fink? Tell us about yourself, maybe.
Yeah, so Sue put this instructions how to get to Fentress.
Yeah, it's a mile down on the left. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find back, and there's a small sign.
Industrial park.
Yeah, it's in like a little industrial park.
It's exactly a mile.
It's exactly a mile on the left-hand side, past the UPS place there, and you'll see a small sign. And you kind of go to the back of the little industrial area there, and that'll. He's on the right-hand side. You won't miss it. You'll see. They're gonna have a food truck there. I think tacos.
A taco truck will be there at 7 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah.
And then trivia nights at 7.
Yeah, they have a trivia. If you want to stay after 7 of the trivia, so you can have a trivia or not. I don't think I'd be very good at trivia. All right. So, hey Rick, what's the next recipe coming up? Did you have one today? Have I got this chance to see it? I was thinking you put one up today.
The meatloaf, wasn't it?
Well, I was thinking there was another. Maybe I was another one. I get a little behind sometimes. I start watching videos and I have to get caught up again. We watched. Tomorrow. So you got one coming out. I'll be looking out for it. I got one coming out tomorrow morning. It should be on like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's done the Sanford Museum, and it's a short little museum. It's an okay video. You know, we were downtown and took a little pictures in front of the what do you call it? The little market down there where they have a German market.
Oh, Magnolia Square.
Magnolia Square. And so that'll be on tomorrow. On so, and then after that, I don't know. I'll probably do some video tomorrow in our meetup. A pressure cooker with beef and potato stew. That sounds good.
I think maybe you said that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, if you haven't watched any of Rick's videos, check him out. He's got some good stuff. He does a lot with the copper pot he's been doing, and the pressure cooker both. So, actually, Rick, you taught me some of the pressure cooker about doing the browning. I was thinking, well, ours, I don't know if it browns or not, but you said just turn it on any of the settings, and I didn't think about that, where it starts heating up, and you could brown it right on the bottom. It says, or grilled chicken with plum salsa. That sounds good, too. Oh, there's UK. Hey, UK, we're just getting ready to get out of here, and UK comes on. So, good to see you, UK. How you doing? We've been on here for just almost an hour now, so... So how's things going in UK land? Hi, Britt. Sorry for being late. No problem, but it's going to be a short chat because we're going to get off here about a couple minutes. Oh, come on. Well, what happens is my voice starts getting sore from talking, and it's like and sometimes that's why I do the spicy V8, because it's kind of spicy. And yeah, Danny said UK showed up. I was wondering where he's at. I was like, what's a chat without UK?
It's bedtime. It's about his bedtime.
Well, it's probably, what time would it be over there?
It's now 7, so it's about midnight.
About midnight? Yeah, I think it's about midnight over there in UK. I set my phone right about, I think it's close. Oh, that's all right. No problem. Glad to see you come on. Even if it's a couple minutes you came on, that's what counts. Glad to see everybody that comes on. here. 1 minute till midnight. Oh my gosh, so it is getting late. Usually our things, if we make it to 10 o'clock, then...
I have to wake Bob up.
Yeah, you have to wake me up because I'm already fell asleep in the chair and go to bed. Wake up and go to bed. That's usually the way it goes. Wake up and go to bed. Rick says, I'll call you on Facebook, UK. Yeah, that's a... Well, UK can't change it now, I guess. He didn't want it to be British, but then he can't change it. No, he won't. Yeah, because I think 3 times, and after you change it 3 times, you have to wait for a while.
90 days, yeah.
90 days, then you can change it back on it. So he had it as Luigi, and then he went to British, and then they locked him. He's like, you can't change it now for a while. So that's what happens, you know. Yeah, the time change. Usually when Sophie comes on, seems like a whole day behind us. Yeah, UK says I'll change it 2 months later when I can, so he'll get it back to normal in a couple months though. But we already know British is UK, so anybody watching British, formerly UK, but it's still
British,
we call
formerly known as UK.
Formerly known as UK. We changed the whole country around, you know. It says you can talk to anyone around the world on Facebook. Yeah, you can, you know.
Oh, yeah, we've had, you know, gosh, Bangladesh on here, China, Taiwan.
UK says I've committed a sin for not being early.
No
You're
way.
forgiven.
No
You're
way.
forgiven.
1,000 pardons.
1,000 pardons, you know. But my face isn't a book. Even voice chat. So yeah, I know you can do. There's a phone. I think it was with my Google thing. I can call someone with my phone. Oh, there's Ted.
On Messenger.
Same with Discord. So good to see Ted come on. We saw him about Pennsylvania earlier, so Ted's right up there in the cold countries, what I call it this time of year. And people can't book a holiday to my face. No, you can't. You can't travel onto UK's face. It doesn't. You can't get there. You know? That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's always interesting when you're chatting with people for a long time and then put a face to the name, you know. And some of them, like if you have a page, you'll have your picture up onto it, you know. It's like, I said, Ted said, he got his first snowfall of the year Friday, so they're getting cold up there. Ted, what part of PA? And yeah, like when Larry came down, I'd been talking to Larry, but I had seen Larry's picture on somewhere before I met him. But then it's fun to meet somebody that you've been chatting with for a while, you know.
Just on his Facebook chats and to different pages and things.
Like that, Potter County, so that's where Ted's at. We have a lot of people from Pennsylvania. It's funny, you know. Ratfink snow, what is that? That's right, Ratfink.
Daytona.
Daytona. We don't get no snow here. What's snow? You know, we don't want no snow.
No stinking snow.
No stinking snow.
It did get about at 27 last year, didn't it?
We had one time. I think I got down to 27 for not maybe an hour. You know. It says North Cumberland County here, and UK says I'm so sad. Don't be sad, UK. Be happy. Don't. What's that song?
Don't worry,
be happy. You know.
Jeff B.
Oh, and there's Jeff. Hey, Jeff. So everybody's coming in just a little later, so we'll continue talk. Okay, UK, you got a reprieve. We'll talk a little longer because we got Ted came aboard and Jeff came aboard, and so we'll extend it a little bit longer. As long as you keep me things to talk about. So I go blank. So my mind goes blank every so often. You know, there ain't nothing much up above these glasses. There ain't much up there. You know? And so anybody hasn't met, let me back up it. I never tried to find. I can back those up.
Back it up, yeah.
Yeah, I can back up a little bit. That's cool. So if anybody hasn't met Rat Fink, he's here from Daytona. He's one of the locals. So if anybody hasn't met Rat Fink, welcome to the chat. Jeff is one of our regulars. Ted's one of our regulars. UK is one of our regulars. So yeah, Rick says 50 miles north of Harrisburg. Jeff says, hi, Sue. He sends you flowers. He always sends you flowers. Ain't that nice?
Jeff.
And he says, hi, Rat. Hey, Jeff, I was going to tell you, I was looking on the... Jeff bought a Spark drone, DJI, and I have a link, like an affiliate program, and if you use my link when you buy something, you still get the same price. It doesn't cost you nothing, but they give me a kickback. And I was looking at what I get back, and Jeff might be familiar. They make this little round thing. It's a landing pad that folds together, and I've been wanting one of those. With what Jeff bought an affiliate, what I get a kickback, I'm going to be able to get that landing pad for nothing. So that's cool. I really appreciate that, Jeff. That's so cool to get that. And the neat thing, Jeff still got all his discounts, and plus I got a kickback. So I love it when they do that. Amazon was doing that for a while. I set it up, but then they told me my channel wasn't big enough, and they took me off. So they was doing that where you put the link up and you can order stuff, and then I say you get all the same discounts you always get, but the kickback, we get a little kickback. So maybe Amazon will reinstate that. I get the channel a little bit bigger on it. So Dan says the time change is why they're late. That's true. This time change is hard. Ratfink says hello all, and yeah, Ted, Rick, you're near each other in Pennsylvania. So yeah, it's cool, Jeff. I really appreciate it. You don't know how much I appreciate it. It's just like Scott from Bike Boat sent us T-shirts, and I really appreciate all that. Sorry for not being there again. UK. Well, 3 bikes. So you have 3 bikes, Ratfink?
Wow.
We have 1 bike. It's actually a trike. Denny's got a bike. He's looking at another one, a trike, I guess. He's looking at.
Read what he's got there. Huh.
Sue and I about 60 miles apart. Yeah, so Ted's in northwest Pennsylvania. Oh, he has a 2005 Road King, 71 Sporty, and a 2019 Street Glide Special. Cool.
Wow.
Man, you got a cool fleet there, Ratfink. We have it's a trike kit. It has the Voyager trike kit on a 2008 Yamaha V-Star 1300. UK says she hates it. Nobody hates UK. UK said he hates me. Oh, nobody hates UK. Jeff says now I need the weather to kick back, some weather to fly in. Yeah, I know. Weather can be... We're pretty lucky here. We get a lot of good weather. UK says only when you made a terrible one. You're right, UK. Wife has a freewheeler. Cool. We have the one. We don't ride it as much as we was. It's just we get older. Oh, UK. Yeah, we're getting decrepit. Yeah. UK says I forgive you. Thanks. Kids were around. So Rick says, thank you, buddy. That is nice. Yeah, I mean, I've had a bike all my life. Denny has 8 bikes right now. I think some of those are up in Ohio. Actually, Denny bought my old bike for his wife. I had just a little 650 Suzuki. Really love that. That's a cool little bike. It's easy, fun, light. I'll be at the turkey run. I haven't went to the turkey run for quite a few years. That is quite a setup over there.
That on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, you could. It's on Thanksgiving Day, so it's big. There's a lot of walking. I mean, you get the whole infill to Daytona Speedway. There's just cars, all kinds of interesting stuff over there, and cars and that. Jeff said the upload this morning was so cool. Oh, thanks. We just did that. That wasn't a planned. Yeah. Went outside, heard this plane's going up, and sometimes you hear a lot of planes. And I was like, well, hey, I'm going to go out here and video this. And so video, and they did this. They were from Qatar, over in the Middle East. And they did this really cool formation thing. And so they did it a couple times. The last time they did it, they were up in the clouds, and they really couldn't see it. But I was able to get that video. And I go, hey, I'm going to make a quick video out of that, and thought I'd upload it. So that's cool. Oh, UK says, Rick, I tried your meatloaf recipe. Lovely. Thanks for that. Rick has got some awesome recipes. So, oh, it has a 67 Chevy. Oh, cool. you gonna take the Chevy over to the turkey run? Yeah. Then he said he has 2 bikes in Florida that he brought down. So Rick says thank you, Kay. Yeah, Quidar. That's a. I'm gonna put that up again. Let me pull that page up here real quick. I'm gonna do a switch here. So this is Qatar right here, and this is over in the Middle East, and I'll zoom out so you can kind of see where it's at. Iran's up here, and Qatar's down to the bottom by Saudi Arabia, but that's where this motorcycle team was from. Motorcycle team. Why do I say motorcycle? We saw motorcycles. That's where this skydiving team. Oh, it'd be at Bel Air Plaza. That's a cool setup there at Bel Air Plaza up there. You always have a bunch of cars up there.
Oh, the cars. Okay.
Yeah, they always have them right up there at the Bel Air Plaza. Maybe that's pretty good, not so much walking. So anyways, that's where the skydiving team was, and they did all this form up, and it was really cool to watch. So Ted says, we got a couple inches here, but I have family up in Erie. He said, I saw that live. Somebody put a video up in Erie, and it was just snowing to beat the bandwagon, you know. So UK says, must have a lot of planes flying around you. Well, because we're right next to DeLand Airport, so we get planes all over. Yeah, is that ISIS? I think that could be ISIS, Qatar. I'm not sure. It's like, you know, we get a lot of these outfits come over here, and I kind of question them whether it's good or not, you know.
Well, explain what we think we know about Embry-Riddle and the...
Well, Embry-Riddles, there's a lot.
That was a theory.
Yeah, Embry-Riddle down here in Daytona, it's like, I guess they said a couple of those people that did the Twin Towers bombing was trained down in Embry-Riddle, so I don't know. You just always keep your guard open anymore is what the thing is, you know. Blazing Tires. Traffic says Blazing Tires, so I have Punk and Roll running out my ears. Punk and Roll is good, you know. Yeah, Open Fire, there you go. And so yeah, we saw a video of it snowing and blowing in Erie. Yeah, that was pretty cool. UK says Damas a lot of airports. Yeah, I saw Jeff had done Sue's Punk and Roll, and that was pretty cool. It's neat to share out recipes and people enjoy them, you know.
And Larry and Bev got a piece.
Yeah, actually, Larry and Bev had some Punk and Roll.
No, Larry didn't. Bev did.
Bev had some. I don't think Larry didn't have any.
He didn't have any sweets.
Yeah.
Bev did.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sandy had some when they were here, Ron and Sandy.
Jeff says UK Bob and Sue live in the middle of an airfield. Yeah, just pretty much. Pretty much. Planes are coming around us all the times, you know. Rick says that Punk and Roll looked super delicious, Sue. It is good, Rick. I'm tell you, that's we like it frozen. After we make it, we'll put it in the freezer and then cut off slices. I really like it frozen. I don't know why. I mean, it's good not, but I really like it frozen.
You know how I like actually when it's out for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
once
just a little soft.
It just starts to thaw a little bit.
I don't even. I mean, I like it really hard frozen, but I like ice cream that way. I like ice cream frozen hard, you know.
I like it getting some ice cream softer.
Yeah. UK says not me. I'm in the UK. Suck it. So. Yeah. So Jeff said it was great, Sue, and it was. The Punk and Roll is really good.
For you, Jeff.
Oh, it's that like a cream cheese frosting that you make.
Yeah. That would make an awesome cream cheese icing for cookies, a cake, regular cake.
Or just eat it. Rat thinks some good stuff. Yeah, just eat the frosting, you know. Just that I shared the video with my daughters, and now she's making it. That's cool. Rick says I like.
We would make them and give them to our neighbors. We would make them, wrap them in foil like we do, and then put a bow on it, and then take one to each of the neighbors as a Christmas present. And so that was very nice. You know,
makes
a homemade dish.
It makes good Christmas gifts, you know. Rick says I like Carvel ice cream cake. Yeah, those are really good. Okay, UK says I have to go. I'll be late for work. If not, sorry all. Hey, good to see you, UK. Glad to come by. Hey, always stop in whenever you can. If you're busy and only make it in for a minute, love to see you here. So have a good one, UK.
Yeah, UK.
Jeff says I just ate it like a banana. Here you go. That stuff's good. They are good rolls. Yeah, they are. Denny knows all about the Punk and Rolls.
just run them over.
Rafik says, make me want to make a Bloody Mary drinking that V8. You know, and lots of times I'll just take this and put a little vodka in it. This is good, you know. It's just like
We had
it's
Bloody Mary during
Bike Week down on Main Street. Where was that at?
Dirty Harry's.
Dirty Harry's. We had a Bloody Mary at Dirty Harry's. So it was pretty good, small. You know, like $8 for this little Bloody Mary there on it, but it was really good. Everybody's saying goodbye, UK. UK says, but remember something that gets in your way. Use the Mark II British tank and run over it. There you go.
Just mow them over.
Just mow them over. Yeah, Rafik said, yeah, oh yeah. So, yeah, we went down early in the morning to Main Street because it gets so crowded, and I didn't want to pay to park, and so I'd get there when there was still a place to park the bike on the street. So we went down pretty early. I don't know what time it exactly was, and I got a video up. I did it. This guy had a little trailer he was pulling with his black lab that he pulled around. He had a gold wing pulling it, and so it was kind of fun. We did a little video. I got a lot of views. I had like 3,000 views on that video. Okay, says can't buy the UK, make it economy. Yeah, it's good for breakfast and dessert at night. Yeah, you know, you can have. That's pretty nice thing about like a Bloody Mary or any juice. You can eat it, drink it at night, drink it for breakfast. And it's acceptable. Have a drink for breakfast, like mimosas. You know, they're good for breakfast.
He was talking about pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin roll too. Yeah, and you can have it for that too. You can have pumpkin roll for breakfast or dessert at night.
Right.
See, they're all good. You know, any reason you can have the drink in the morning though is a good idea.
Come and get it. Come and get it, Ted. Anytime.
Okay, UKC.
Next, Ted.
Yeah, Rick said, ouch, $8. I pay $16 for a 36-pack of beer. I know, but you go to the Bike Week stuff, everything's inflated. I mean, yeah, prices are really expensive. And used to be across the street that they used to get for $2 a Bloody Mary. What's the name of that?
I don't remember.
Where they had the band set up there across the street. Yeah. Anyway, so we get them for $2, but we didn't look in there yet. They were barely open. Ted said, I'm still waiting for that pumpkin roll. Well, we were going to ship it, but it's getting too warm here, so it would melt. That's the reason it hasn't gotten out. So.
Can't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, Boxer ice cream beer.
Boxer ice beer.
Boxer ice beer. I've never had Boxer ice beer. I used to home brew. Oh, cheap at the Cabbage Patch. Yeah, you can get things a lot cheaper
I bet he
down.
knows Taz.
He might know Taz at. He's across the street at the, what's the one across the street? Cackleberries. Taz is a DJ. He's a friend of mine that DJs across the street from Cabbage Patch. Ice beer. Well, I used to make home brew, and I used to have kegs of beer, and it was in a kegerator, which is more than a freezer with a temperature controller, and I made a porter, and this porter kept getting better and better and better. What happened is the keg froze, but the alcohol part don't freeze. And I tell you what, it's kind of like freeze distillation. Oh, you know him? Okay, so you know Taz, Wild Taz. Yeah.
He does. Most people do.
About anybody knows Taz. If you've been around a bike, you know Taz.
Been out the Cabbage Patch and stuff,
Or if you've been around the Cabbage Patch, you know Taz. So
Bike Week, yeah.
he's fun. So anyway, that's fun. Freeze distillation makes a beer stronger and better, you know. Rick says, Bob, you should have sent the pumpkin roll up north. I could have sent it with Bev and Larry.
Well,
And then think about it.
Bev might have kept it.
Bev might have ate it before he got there. I don't know if they came quite that far, because they went to Wisconsin, so I don't know if they made it quite to Pennsylvania. Oh, so Racky, I camp at Cackleberry. There you go. We should have done that, but I have a feeling it'd be too noisy for me to camp there.
Does the noise go off?
Yeah, I'll say, I'm sure it does. I haven't been there very late at night, but
Taz.
I'm sure, yeah, long dreads, that's Taz, you know. Taz mowed my yard for quite a while, for several years, and then he quit mowing.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, Taz is a cool guy. I've known him for quite a while. Yeah, $16 for a 36-pack. I pay $20 for a 30-pack. What kind of beer are you guys drinking? A lot of my beers cost $7-8 a piece. You know?
We drink craft beer.
I drink a lot of craft beer, so just as Bob, I understand why DJ calls them intelligent batteries. You know, they are intelligent batteries, really. We're talking about the drone. See, Larry said he didn't go to Pennsylvania, so.
He hung a left at Tennessee, I think.
Yeah, those batteries that DJI makes, I have a lot of LiPo batteries I use on my racing drones and RC planes and stuff, but the DJI battery is really pretty smart battery. It senses stuff, you know, and really protects it a lot. But that video, Jeff, that I watched, this guy, he does pretty much the same way I've always handled my batteries. So he's a good one. I watched another one he did. Can't remember what it was on, but I watched another one this week that he did. So Rick says, Ted, I drink cheap beer like the buzz more than flavor. I say we go for the flavored beer. That's been my thing. When I drink cheap beer, I have to put a bunch of salt in it because I don't think it has enough flavor. And then it gets salty, you know, but I like porters and stouts and really high dollar beers.
Bob likes the flavor, not the buzz.
Yeah, I don't care about the buzz. In fact, I'd like to not have the buzz, but I like the flavors.
Non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, I've got some non-alcoholic beers that I've had, but tomorrow we'll have some good beers down at Daytona Brewery. They've got some pretty decent ones. Alan that owns the brewery, I've brewed with him. He's a great guy, so we're gonna go down and enjoy some of his beers. Yeah, box brand beer is like ice beer, a 36 pack, you know. Ted says, "Not cheap beer is good for me, Bob." That's good, you know. You drink whatever you enjoy. That's the main thing. If you enjoy it, drink it. You know, all for that. Haha, Larry, you hung a left near Tennessee and headed west. Yeah, Larry didn't quite go far as Pennsylvania on it or Illinois. I like drunk. Nothing wrong with drunk. My problem with drunk anymore is the drunk part don't bother me. It's the headaches. I get such bad headaches if I drink too much, and it's just, you know, then I just almost migraine type headaches on it. So I've really cut down on drinking, but I always enjoyed it, you know. Salt, ooh. Hey, my grandpa used to drink salt in his beer. My dad drank salt in his beer, and I don't know. I tried like salt on your watermelon, you know. I don't drink for the taste. I drink for the effects. So yeah, and that's nothing wrong with that. You know, a lot of people that enjoy beer like the effects of it. You know, I don't say again. I don't mind the effects except for the headaches. I get very massive headaches on, but that's only started several years ago. I started getting these bad headaches, and that's when I quit home brewing. I used to make beers that had 7, 8, 9, 10% alcohol, and one beer would put you under the table, you know, so it would knock you down. Sue said it doesn't take much to get me drunk. 2 craft beers and I'm gone, or 1 big glass of wine. Yes.
Drunk.
Rick says I was so drunk Saturday night I woke up with a lesbian on Sunday. Just joking. Ratfink says I have a third solo drones. Okay. I've got quite a few drones, right thing. I've got racing drones, which is I fly them FPV. I've got 3 or 4 of them. Well, if you count the tiny whoops, I got more than that. I got 3 tiny whoops, and then I've got 4 camera drones. I've got a Mavic Air. I've got a Phantom 3. I've got a which one was that one? Forget the name of it. I've got about 4 drones. One of them I built Kerr from scratch on it. So, but yeah, I enjoy flying drones. They're a lot of fun. But I get more fun. The Mavic Air has been fun. I do a lot of picture taking with that I use for my videos and that. I really enjoy that. Ted says they went and made marijuana legal already. Probably wouldn't drink it all. I'm waiting for it. They're going to do that. Oh, thanks. Rafting said awesome. Yeah, it's coming. I see where Michigan legalized it. They're going to do that. It'll soon be the whole country will be legalized for marijuana, and it's just a plant. So I think it can be helpful if it's the best probably painkiller that you can get, is just a little bit of pot, you know. UK says I would like a drone, but I'm afraid of crashing it. Well, I've only ever had one crash on the one drone, and it was a battery thing came loose and it came down, but that was by chance. So, but yeah, they're awful expensive if you would crash it, so I'm very careful with how I fly it.
Yeah, the battery just fell out.
Yeah, it just fell out. Boom, went straight to the ground.
That was right here at home.
Yeah, right out here, landed right just across the other side of the road. So, yeah, rat finks need to. Yeah, fire it up. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Light them up, and it's coming. In due time, they'll legalize it. It's like I said again, just a plant, you know, and it's probably less harmful than alcohol even. I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't like to smoke it, but brownies are good. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it's once. That's a whole story in itself. You know. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna get out of here. We've been here almost an hour and a half. That's pretty cool. What? Medical marijuana is legal. Yeah, it's legal here in Florida. It's hard to get though.
You gotta get a prescription.
You have to get a prescription, but you have to get a card. You have to send away to the government and get a card, and then you can. Yeah, that's what Rat Fink says. Wife has her medical card. You have to get the medical card, and then get a doctor to prescribe it, and then you can get it too. So, but it's not just real easy to get. You got to go through the process in order to get it. Yeah, Ted said, yeah, it needs to be recreational. And that's why I agree. You know, a lot of states are getting that way. And it'll come. Canada got it, and I said Michigan just voted it in. But I don't know, Florida, they might vote for it, but they can't count. So they have an election, they can't count them. So they're still counting our election from last week. So they're a bunch of, I don't know, they're a bunch of crazies. Oil only, yeah. We get that CBD oil. Sue uses that all the time on it. So, okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll see everybody again. Our next chat will be on Thursday, Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Tomorrow, I said, we're going to meet up Daytona Brewery with Traveling with Robert and have our meetup. That'll be a lot of fun. This was supposed to happen back the 1st of September, but Robert had car issues, and it's going to take a while. So we're probably going to make that meetup tomorrow. So everybody, have a good rest of the week. Hope to see everybody back here again on Thursday morning. Good to see everybody come on. And I'm glad to see you come on, Rat Fink. Make it a regular. Glad to have you.
Come to the brewery tomorrow.
Yeah,
You can.
if you get a chance, stop down to the brewery about 5 o'clock, between 5 and 7, and get a chance to meet up with you, Rat Fink. So, see everybody again on Thursday. Everybody have a good rest of the week till Thursday. Find my ending. There it goes. See everybody.